so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Trying play action. And the defense picks up the sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabs it up the 25 and stride. And he eliminated the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone.
They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To throw, it's Grant. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Into the house. Touchdown, Tlsa.
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the catch. It's Turner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The play action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the catch near the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quarterback making checks. Lost the throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Hurricane might just throw this thing deep on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense on fade. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God give him a goal.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Turns it loose. Snatches it on the run. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Into the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Grant. With the catch, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Pick off the ball, man. Pick it off. All right, let's control the trenches.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let it go. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Strong, boys.
Wants to throw again. It's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Grant. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring your running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Tlsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Snap it into the range. That'll be enough for a first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Tlsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short of the final run here. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looking to throw, it's Grant. Let's go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tlsa. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they...
And the quarterback goes down. Back at his 4-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up.
And they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Grant. It's complete to the left. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll get it. It's caught. It's Turner. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's it. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the line. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Slides away. Nowhere to go but on down. He goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Got him downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Slides it over the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tlsa.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
I need to get my first Heisman, bro.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee.
I even know I am, but I don't even care. I didn't have a guy this fast for like 7 seasons, and finally I got one.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern. They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the game.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score every single one off.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Oh, super cheesy.
With myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expected him.
Oh my God! What are you doing?
Complete.
Right over there.
42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body.
What a deep drop.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got rid of it just in time.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is why I never
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, There are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
With the catch, it's Thomas. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Connection to the right. Gets out of
Press the wrong button. Not
game,
lucky.
but they've got it first and goal.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Grant. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board. Here we go.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Fires to the big fella. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
A guy like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Oh,
Great penetration by this
a little more
defense, and they
speed.
knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake. Looking for a deep man. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Mal Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it at the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, though.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo there.
Catch in the middle. It's getting trapped. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz. Get to him. Try to speed up the processor just a little bit. Force the scramble. No damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Flex it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. It's hurt. Fires to the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Provo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long one, 46 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Cat, you up in there?
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They'll operate out of split backs. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Grant. Fires left. Makes it. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Turn it on! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tulsa! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they... Offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been, they're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better, if it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 31 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing around the league. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Fresno State will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. It's a big stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's had.
To the air, it's Grant. He wants it all. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Wants to go up top.
Ooh.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking downfield on 1st down. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Tlsa. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Let's go. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hurley. Here's a play downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just wanted the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down.
Got it set up on the outside. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around the guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. A little screen to the running back. There we go. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
Set. Ready.
Has to go with it on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really get you.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got it.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the offense out.
It fires toward the end zone.
Oh, hell yeah.
Give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.